So, real estate. What is real estate? Real estate is defined as the property, land, buildings, and air rights above land and underground rights below the land. So, real estate is the property, is the land, is buildings, air rights above the land, and underground rights below the land. Let's take it straight to one great example. The example of in the airline industry. Why is it when you travel from Nairobi to Dubai, and that's 5 hours flight, and when you travel to Uganda, 1 hour flight, the difference is minimum 5,000 shillings. Yet there was 4 hours you are in a flight. There are so many other factors, but also there are those landing rights. Those are property, air passing through other people. They are part of real estate. They are still ideas which are commercialized by nations. So residential, we have commercial buildings, we have industrial, we also have even open land, air. Real estate is defined as the property, land, buildings, and air rights above land and underground rights below the land. So land is the baseline of all types of real estate. All properties will be on land. And in further definition, above or below land. Land typically refers to undeveloped property and a vacant land. But again, in real estate, in the business of real estate, we buy land, prospecting, and particularly when you have information. To be able to be in real estate, you need to have info in the business world. Be able to understand also the issues of urban planning. Which road will pass where? What are the vision 2030? What shall pass where if you want to be in land? How are demographies coming along in our country? What is the issue of COVID-19? Where will people go? Where do I need to buy land so that you can prospect, either build residential, commercial, industrial, the future of things. Then residential, consisting of housing for individuals, families, or groups of people. Residential, or groups of people where we are seeing the rise of estates. Are you going to build in estates? What are the advantages? In future trainings, we'll also be able to look on each particular, its advantages and its disadvantages and its opportunities for us to be able to enhance our business potentiality in it. And then there is commercial. Land, residential, you stay or you can commercialize. But even if you stay, you must be able to capture that rent that could have been paid. Very, very important in business. That's why we tell people, even in business, do you pay yourself a salary? In rent, do you capture that one as a cost of our rent? Then we have commercial. Property refers to land buildings that are used for business to carry out operations, big shopping malls. Then we have industrial real estates, where land and buildings that are used for industrial business for activities, factories, mechanical production. So you can also, there are people who invest, be able to know industries will come this particular side of the world. They invest, they buy land, they build warehouses, but not them to use, for somebody else to use. We have seen also the concept of shopping malls, where having big supermarket retail chains going, different businesses and joining, hospitals getting into malls, food joints, food places. But what happens with that is the person in real estate discovers a need or gets to the anchor tenant, works with the anchor tenant to be able to have the property used for business purpose. So the overview of real estate industries, we have different types. You can be a developer, you can be a brokerage. You can be a developer, you buy land, you develop, or someone else buys land. You have what it takes to develop, to build. Then there is brokerage. You live and survive by brokerage. You need it, we have it. Where do you need it? You don't need to own it. You connect. It's like how we have, plus also closely related to sales and marketing. You can also be in the business of people have properties. You know where to get the customers. You know how to acquire customers. You know how to engage customers and how you need to retain customers and connect with the customers. That's also an opportunity. Lending. You lend, banks lend to real estate. So, and also housing finance, among others. Property management, you manage. KCB will be able to not manage, but mostly give you money, but also can help you manage your money. Then there's also professional services. The electrical engineers, the architects, the QSs, quantity surveyors, among many others. Overview of real estate industry. I had asked about what are smart homes. Smart home is a house that is advanced, it's automatic or remotely operated control system to manage the living environment. This includes temperature gauge. You know the temperature. Have we yet reached here, smart homes? We are trying, but we are not yet there. Lighting. Are you able to switch lights off or from afar with your phone? Can your phone show you that there is some lights which are not in use in your home? But now there is also lighting which is done automatically where they sense motion sensors. Multimedia. Do you have the internet? Do you have the TV connections? And all this that comes with media and connectivity. Do you have the Internet of Things within your house? Security. When someone is coming, how are we able to touch CCTV type of security to be able to record what is happening? What is there? Be able to put on lights for security with motion sensors. How are windows and the doors operations, as well as numerous other functions in smart home. A smart home is that advanced house beyond the brick and mortar. It is also referred to as an intelligent building. It uses computer systems, sensors, and controls to monitor many aspects of the daily living and becoming increasingly sophisticated. And this is the way to be. We can and you can have a smart home which has all the issues in all the provisions of an intelligent building, all the computer systems, sensors, and controls, and you're the one to decide when to use and when not to use. But the future of things is having the smartphone, the smart homes, and you choose. Rather, you have the provisions and you choose when to subscribe some of the facilities because others shall be paid for. So in smart homes, it's that ability to think the future, what it will hold, and any other calamity that will come, that will we be able to be sustainable and yet have the services we need at our desire. That is being smart. So the future of real estate and smart homes, we can also, the houses that we are having, we can also make them smart. See how we'll have smoke detectors. See how we'll have control switches and systems. So with a bit of change, control shades, and if not built, as we continue, we can be able to turn. But if you're building now, you need to be able to have this in mind. And it will also give you a niche, what consumers, if you are a developer, what are your consumers looking for? Unlock and door locks. Open and close the gates, particularly having people because of the need to use the remote to open the doors and close, particularly the gates, the car park. This is the future of real estate. And for you who is in business of real estate, even you who's doing your own house, you need to see ahead how it will be. As much as possible, try what you can, because we have the information now. We are already in the future of things, the smart homes. There are 4 major functions that we will look about a smart home. And here I will require your indulgence, and we will be able to see how is it with us today. There are 4 major area functions within a smart home: energy management, real estate. What are the real estates are we doing today with functionality of energy management? Number 2, multimedia. Rise of smart homes, the future of things, we need to have this into place. Control, the control systems, the security systems. We need to have these functionalities. If you're building your own home, if you're if you're buying land also for prospecting and selling, if you're in the real estate, that type, where are you going to buy that land, being of use, being an asset, not a liability? I have seen many friends, and I have seen many people buying land where will not have a return in the near future. The cost to travel to work from the house where you have built, the cost of energy, the cost of multimedia, the cost of control system, security system, among others. If you're building for customers, all those functionalities need to be taken into place so that you can be able to sell your property. You need also to understand and appreciate. We also need to have a big pictorial of our communities. When you travel around the world and you see how estates, real estates are, and you come to and you go to the developed world, you'll see a total big difference because of planning. They've planned around major functionalities of energy management, multimedia, control systems, security, where people live together with the designed buildings. In Kenya, yes, we are trying. We have fantastic estates like Nyayo Estate, which is one of the biggest in East and Central of Africa, well managed. But you go to some estates, you see there's no plan. You bought land, you build whatever you've built, they lose value over time. But also you have the realtors who have gone to buy big land and have developed houses which have a particular concept, plan. And these are the things that we need to continuously look and be able to shape our lives.